Hello, hello to all, and welcome to Josie K Tarot's live video podcast here on YouTube. I'm Josie K, and we're going to go over the energies for the collective on into and through the next month. So, here mid November, going into and through mid December, maybe into the second half of December. Okay, now is like we've been talking about a time for major endings so that beautiful new beginnings can start. Okay, it's time for new paths. It's time where relationships have gone, be it business or professional or personal. It's time to start the next chapter. That could go on for another 10 years. So, if this is in the area of career and finance, are you happy where you're at, or are you connecting with people that you maybe feel you can't trust and are dealing with energies of despair or are feeling stuck in some way? Because those are the things that the universe is helping to take away from the collective, right? So that we can find a path of greater fulfillment. And I see good money things here. So, if you're not happy where you're at, you've been contemplating going into a new direction financially, creatively, starting a small business on the side, working on a hobby, gift, talent, or skill. What you are creating at this time is going to bring you into connection with the right people. And if you'll follow your intuition and trust in prayer, of course, Spirit's going to bring the wisdom to what it is that you're so passionate praying for, right? So, what are we passionate about now? What is it we want to create in this next chapter? It's like we could take all of what we have learned up to this point and start fresh. Now, when it comes to relationships, I'm feeling like there are some people who want to step into a partnership, but there is fear of falseness because probably of past circumstances or situations. And or if you are in a relationship, again, these are relationships that have kind of gone full circle, and now we need to decide, are we happy together here? Should we go another 10, 20 years? Where do we stand? And Spirit's advice really has been to focus on tradition, right? How can you create new traditions? How can you come together and start fresh? Let's see. So, Donna, thank you, Donna, by the way, for your donation. Whoop, whoop. And Donna says hello to everyone else. Tamika, hello. And Tamika says blessings to all. All right. So, we'll talk about money first, and then we'll get into this whole love thing that's kind of going on here. So in the center of the circle spread, we have the Seven of Pentacles. This has been showing up for a lot of people. This is the realization of how far you've come and now what new ideas you want to plan for yourself. Because the number 7 numerologically is Spirit's way of stepping in and saying, we will guide you into a new direction. We just need to know exactly which direction you are praying for. So some of the collective have already met up and connected with someone, had like maybe a first interview or something, or have received some form of communication and are thinking about meeting up and connecting with someone here in the area of money. So some have figured out, yeah, I don't want to be where I'm at anymore. And now I'm moving into a path of greater abundance. Pardon me. So in the thoughts position of the circle spread for the next couple of weeks for the collective, we've now gone from the 7 of Pentacles into the 8 of Pentacle energy. So researching in our thoughts, right? Spirit's saying we are going to bring signs and synchronicities to the collective, which is going to come in the form of some form of information, knowledge, or wisdom. And then there will be a realization for some, maybe around the 29th of November, where something has indeed gone full circle. And now we can step into the portal of a new beginning. Okay, so in the relationship sector, the circle spread, we have the 3 of Pentacles. So this is meeting up, connecting, communicating in a very positive light here. People seeing your worth. And really getting excited with the second chakra being lit up and Archangel Ariel coming in to say we are helping you to create connections with others, another person, group of people. I do see the bird energy representing group of people via community, society, social media, technology, so that what? And I confirmed this with a card from the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. And we have this beautiful Ace of Water that's been showing up for many of the collective. So the Ace of Water is a brand new path, new connections, new directions that are going, that this path is going to grow, but it's going to grow in a way where you start to feel very emotionally fulfilled. So in the creative aspects position, we have the Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant speaks of the next chapter in one's life, connecting with an institution, marriage, commitment, partnership, of course. So I thought I'd look up the Hierophant card in the Good Tarot deck by Colette Baron Reed. Even though we're using the Rider-Waite deck, I was guided to this book. And it talks about exchanging vows, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but it also talks about committing to a spiritual practice. So this is just Spirit saying, whatever you are creating, trust in prayer, like day to day, put some time and effort into praying specifically for what it is, which direction it is that Spirit would like to help you to go. And then pay attention to signs and synchronicities throughout the next 3 weeks, because Spirit's showing this beautiful, magical golden compass saying we will help to guide you into a path of cheerfulness here, creatively, where you are offered this 10 of Earth energy, a light at the end of the tunnel in the area of money and things of the material. Able to now celebrate something or create a new tradition here, or thinking about, I have this money and now I can celebrate traditional things in a way where I don't feel like I'm strapped, right, for cash, because I've come together here and I have followed my intuition. I've trusted in Spirit. I have trusted in prayer. Therefore, in my actions position, I'm going to continue to watch for signs because some will be connecting with this thinking man energy over the next 3-4 weeks, or you already have. This is in the area of business. So we do have this. We're not going to talk about the sweetheart energy yet. An aha moment. You know, I put out 1 or 2 applications. I went to 1 or 2 job interviews, and now I'm having this aha moment that my actions and my intuition have led me into the direction of this person, where I'm meeting up and am being offered something where I'm going to really, really feel good about some form of wisdom that is in turn leading me into a new path. So if that's been your question, Spirit saying, remember, you are not trapped or stuck, right? This prison energy in the emotional aspects position is no bueno, right? This is not happy. This is, I feel stuck or trapped in my circumstances. Therefore, Spirit saying we are offering the collective this beautiful Empress energy as the major arcana. So this is feeling very spiritual. This is, I know that I can give birth to whatever I so choose, that type of emotional energy, and trust that by the next 4 to 6 weeks, if I follow Spirit's advice, I will be traveling into the direction of this wisdom and knowledge I have received and be freed from energies of anxiety, because a new doorway is opening. Now, for some, if you're single, yeah, it's going to be in this new direction where you come into connection with this man holding a heart, someone whose heart is open, someone in relation to business, maybe someone that you meet when you start working somewhere and you go out to lunch or something. But there's a new direction that the single collectives are meant to go towards so that they can find the proverbial new love. Okay. Now, in the subconscious position, we have the Tower. And the Tower's been showing up for a lot of people collectively and in personal readings. And this is what we talked about, I think, last week during the Zoom and the Zoom cast on Wednesday and the live podcast on Thursday. The Tower energy is like, we don't see something coming to an end, or we don't know, or we're not trying to bring something to an end, but there's a realization that something maybe needs to end. So I'm getting a lot of different things with the Tower. Now, if I look diagonally, there's a shocking realization outside of oneself that is very positive, because when you connect with people, you have indeed received the wisdom and knowledge that I'm speaking of, right? Communication here with the letter, or the letter energy. Communication regarding a wish come true with the 9 of Pentacles. So Spirit's saying, remember, we're trying to help you to manifest greater abundance, and through your creative ability to reach out, follow your intuition, trust in Spirit about this certain direction, there will be an aha moment of, oh my gosh, I can indeed move into the direction of this new group of people or person. And I know that it's in that direction where I'm going to discover the ace of water, a new path in love, or in some cases, I'm no longer worried about money. Therefore, I can put my attention back into my partnership. Yeah. So, in the day-to-day aspects position with the Rider-Waite deck, we have a lot of confusion and illusion here. In some cases, there's energy of fantasy, right? I'm sitting in this energy of despair. And I know that I need to take some action steps here so that I can move into the direction of greater abundance, so that I can move into the direction of some form of beautiful offer here. So some may be receiving an offer or opportunity around the 9th of December of 2021. And thank you guys for letting me know via your emails and or in the comments section. Okay, so in the inner strengths position, Spirit is giving the collective the strength to look for the opportunity that the universe wants to bring. Okay. Because some are saying, you know what, I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with that person, with these circumstances. And Spirit's saying, have hope. Follow your intuition, check out new directions, pay attention to the information, because at some point you're going to meet up with someone here and there's going to be communication that's rather shocking and positive when it comes to money. And that puts the collective into this energy. So this is hanging in there, waiting for the right opportunity, receiving some form of wisdom and knowledge here, whereby Spirit has guided you into a direction that you're pretty darn happy about. So Spirit saying we're giving you the strength in the next 4 to 6 weeks to expect this, right? Trusting in prayer that you're giving birth to a new chapter in your life. Now, when we get into relationships here, we have someone right now or who has recently been a little bit conflicted or anxious. Now, this could be about a family or a friend. Some may be contemplating a situation regarding maybe an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Fearing maybe that someone is meeting up with someone, like there's a definitely an energy of mistrust here in a relationship. And in other cases there is, should I meet up with this person, should I put them in the friend zone, where is this going? So in the thoughts position we have this. Okay, we have the collective, many of the collective thinking about this lover energy, a passionate connection, in hopes that things will start to grow deeper in connection to another person here as we bring an end to an old path and step into the direction of the new, right? This next chapter. So some may be researching a connection to an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or you're going to find that you're ready to start working hard in a new direction. And in this new direction comes some form of wisdom and knowledge that, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was going to meet this person here. Okay, so, or this just passionate energy is just coming because you're coming together and you're acknowledging this ace of water here. A new beginning, an overflowing, happy, joyful beginning. Now, we have some here who may be hearing of some form of gossip. And again, Spirit saying, remember, now's the time to connect with people creatively, financially. To really put your creative energy out there to create a path that is good for you. And for those of you who are fearing falseness in the relationship sector, Spirit saying, are you ready for this beautiful Ace of Cups, right? Some are fearing that they're not ready for it, right? So if you are fearing love, pardon me, whoops, then, you will be kind of energetically preventing that from taking place. So in the day-to-day aspects position, there are some here who are hoping for marriage, commitment, partnership. And again, Spirit saying, as you focus on cheerfulness in your life, positive thoughts, as you move forward and step beyond worries, fears, anxiety, or old experiences of despair, Spirit's trying to help you into a higher, better path relationship wise, where you can start to feel these energies of cheerfulness. Now, I do see the envy card in the creative aspects position. So someone here is creating a new path, they're manifesting a new direction, and they're becoming the envy of a connection with others because that 10 of Pentacles card was there. Who knows where it went? So see, you could block that uh, abundance if we're too focused on jealousy or falseness or despair, right? Those negative energies will block these doorways from opening up and will actually put the collective into a stagnant energy, feeling stuck or trapped, right? And I just saw this again. So emotionally, we don't want to fall into this prison energy, right? We want to instead open our heart to this sweetheart energy. So some have met a thinking man energy, or this is you thinking about your foundation, your success, right? And listening to your intuition regarding the sweetheart energy. When can I return, or should I open up to that playful, childlike part of myself? Listening to your intuition and waiting on some form of aha moment. Now, the storks, of course, represent giving birth to something. And because there's two here, I feel like there is a realization around the 4th to the 6th week from now that not only have I given birth to a higher, better path of abundance, career and finance and money wise, but I'm also connecting with this thinking man and I'm feeling this sweetheart energy. So Spirit's saying, follow your intuition, kind of keep them in the friend zone, get clear about where you stand in partnerships. What are you praying for? Because in the inner strengths position, we got a couple things here with the soldier card. We have either you are feeling cold and closed off, which of course won't allow for you to feel the sweetheart energy, or you're connecting with someone who is. So I do feel like in the inner strengths position with the 4 of Cups and the soldier, we have Spirit saying, wait for the right offer to come and open your heart. Do not be closed off. For eventually you're going to find in a new direction, an exciting new path. And then we have the 9 of Hearts or Cups. A wish is going to come true, and you're going to obtain some form of wisdom and knowledge. Archangel Chamuel is saying, we want to bring you some wisdom here, where you meet up with this thinking man. So this could be professionally or personally, or you're just starting to think about, oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel ready for this new chapter or a new person. So we do have in the emotional aspects position, again, male or female with the Empress as a major arcana. This is about I am going to give birth to, and Spirit offered up the ship, traveling into the direction of obtaining more knowledge and wisdom as I push aside my anxiety and communicate with others. As I push aside my fear of falseness in another or others. And as you kind of give something wide berth, we've got a thinking man here, maybe the person you're connecting with financially or career wise. And then right after that, we've got a man holding a heart. So I'm not sure if you're connecting with someone who's in a leadership position and there ends up being some form of a love energy there, or that is the person Spirit's trying to talk about. So they're saying you got to free yourself and give birth to this new direction so you can come into connection with this man or woman holding a heart. So in the inner strengths position, we have anxiety, okay? But we also have the number 18. So this is about, I'm going into a new path. I've learned more, right? I was in a number 1 path. I went through the number 8 of recognizing what it was that caused me anxiety. And now I'm rising above that. I'm going to bring an end to anyone here who is walking in their ego, anyone who has these energies of falseness. So there are some here who just are coming to the realization that one path isn't working out and the other is opening up. One path is being let go of, and the despair tied to that, right? It's a big, big thing about freeing ourselves emotionally from feeling imprisoned in this energy of despair. If someone is false or dishonest, that is a sign, Spirit's saying, to go into the direction of new communication. So for some, there could be anxiety and a shocking realization that someone was in a 3-party situation and had energies of falseness. Some are going to be able to walk away from that, and those who want to kind of give it another chance, this is a process of prayer and freeing oneself from the energies of jealousy, because jealousy is negative, and that will again put someone back into this energy of crossing their arms and not wanting to receive an offer here. So yeah, beautiful messages and communication are coming if your heart is open, and they're going to show up unexpectedly. I've been seeing the Eight of Wands energies a lot here. So it's like, I didn't really know, and here it is, some by now, mid November already know that this communication is leading you into a more financially abundant, secure, and stable situation. And it's giving you the strength to say, look, I'm not allowing any more drama or negative people to come in. I'm not going to deal with energies of despair. I'm not going to fall into energies of fantasy or illusion, but instead, I'm going to open my heart to kind words and messages. I'm going to step through a doorway to romance when the time comes, when this man holding a heart, or when I open my heart to stepping through a doorway and giving and receiving kind words and messages without worrying that this next situation, or as we continue a situation, will continue to bring energies of despair. So it's really about Spirit saying trust in prayer and open your heart. And that's been a big message for the past week or two here. Listen to your intuition. Are you open, or are you fearing falseness? Because you can't have both, right? You could try for a while, but that falseness will only bring the results of why you're feeling someone's false. And that could be a shocking realization that someone here was walking in their ego. And then boom, you can move on. Yeah. They're saying that some endings are happening because they were meant to be at this time. Again, this is a time of difficult endings, harsh communication, harsh realizations, but it's also going to be a time where once we release that and shift our perspective, so too does that Ace of Cups journey start to open up. So they definitely wanted to confirm, look closer over the next couple of weeks if you're thinking about making a change in the area of money. Yeah, see, some are thinking about the past and they're wanting to kind of sneak away from it, or they're remembering the past when someone was dishonest. So Spirit's saying, go ahead, move into this beautiful new direction of financial abundance and stability, and give a passionate connection some time, okay? The Nine of Wands is about reflecting. Yeah, harsh things happen in relationship. It's not all roses, right? But you both learn a lot and you become stronger. Yeah, see, someone's not opening up because they feel like they're tied to a situation that is very well kind of negative here. Yeah. So Spirit's offering up the angel of balance and is saying, receive that offer of abundance that's coming in, because it's going to end up being a wish come true and a light at the end of the tunnel financially. When it comes to saying yes to someone, know that this is a time of reflection, right? Of listening to your intuition until you have this aha moment. Taking action to meet up and get clear about, is my heart open? So we've got, look at this, in the middle of the spread, starting off with now meeting up and observing and learning what, should I go forward in this path or not? Learning with the book energy, right? About who you used to be, the difficult things you went through, and now who you are today. And then meeting up with a clear mind, able to sweep away from who and or what doesn't serve you. Maybe someone that felt like a soulmate here, but had the fox energies of sly, cunning, or manipulative behavior. Yeah, in some cases, there are going to be obstacles regarding someone who's not being honest. Or there are those who are caught up in this mental conflict of, can this passionate masculine be trusted? So again, Spirit's saying this confusion may go on for a little bit longer in the relationship sector, but now's the time to focus on business. So you can free your mind and get excited and playful about life once again as you create and plant new seeds. Yep. Wishes coming true when it comes to commitments, partnerships, or contracts. So it's time to set goals and meet goals, because success is opening up, and whatever is falling away in some cases needs to fall away. But Spirit's saying right behind that is really good news here. Coming together and recognizing in relation to another or others that a beautiful new path of fulfillment is opening up. Check this out. Third position in the 3-card summary to my left, with the Lenormand deck, we have Spirit saying the path ahead with the 4-leaf clover energy is indeed a path that is lucky and blessed. a path in some cases where we need to bring something to an end in order to step into that four-leaf clover journey. So we have Spirit saying we're listening to your prayers when it comes to whatever burdens the cross represents for you. Now is the time to text, talk, tweet, communicate, and email. In the area, I'm feeling more of money and abundance, because that communication is going to bring you out of any worries and concerns when it comes to your home, your bills, and so on. And see, in a new direction for many, there is even connecting with like-minded people, starting a blog, connecting with others who are going through similar things. You're going to start to kind of receive some form of attention here. And again, this could be in the direction of a new job, some form of new chapter that opens up. And you're going to be a bit unsure, male or female. Is this a connection that I should be passionate about? And so thank goodness the clock is showing up. This is Spirit's way of saying we're listening to your prayers and we're helping you to find a path that brings back that passionate, playful energy. And if someone is not going to devote themselves 100%, it's because the collective is stepping into a path of abundance, where they're going to feel the strength of the scythe and be able to cut away from devoting themselves, right? I'm not going to end up stuck in this emotional prison again, because I have evolved spiritually. And I know Spirit's lining me up to meet with someone new or to work on a connection with an open heart and step through a doorway to romance again. So there's a lot here, even into mid-December, where it's like, should I or shouldn't I stay or go? Which doorway, which path, which person should I go into the direction of? And the number 22 represents a gift from the universe, right? Feeling unfulfilled, but justice is turning in the collective's favor. Exciting communications, job offers and opportunities will come in to those of you who put the effort out. Yes. Yeah. So some form of communication may come, but it may not be exactly what one desires. And Spirit's saying that's okay. Those people are going through this judgment energy, and Spirit's coming with you, right? With the major arcana judgment, they're saying we're going to bring you through a resurrection, right? So you can more clearly see the truth of what you do and do not want, and what you're going to cut away from here in the next month. So having the strength to step into a position of greater abundance, greater leadership, starting your own business, stability, and then moving beyond or laying down something that just became too much, whether it was a passionate connection or a professional situation. We have the collective laying it down, and Spirit saying, I'm going to guide you beyond these obstacles into the direction of success. And you'll be wanting to share this information with others, and in some cases, bring an end. If you're still feeling stuck or trapped in a connection with someone, it's almost like their energy, or you could do it to yourself, is causing this energy of despair. And it's like, how long do I want to put up with this? And in some cases, the universe is going to step in with that tower energy and communication that makes you a bit anxious. And if someone's making you anxious, that is not love, right? Yeah. Spirit wants to bring the collective into love and walk them through a doorway to romance. Yeah. And you're going to be envied by others. Those of you who are creating something, are moving into a new chapter of sorts, especially if this is financially and career-wise, that cheerful energy is going to draw others towards you. They're going to be envious of who you are now. And you are going to look back and see that you're not imprisoned with energies of despair, because you have taken control over this next chapter of your life. You know who you are, you know what you want, and you're, ready to let go and cut away from a situation. And if we don't cut away from unhealthy connections and drama, the universe is going to bring some in so that we can start to discover the path that Spirit is trying to bring us towards, which is so much better. So pay attention to the knowledge and wisdom Spirit's trying to bring, and don't let anxiety block you from going into the direction of another. Just trust yourself that you can make the highest, best decisions in all areas of your life at this time, because of where you've been and because of the wisdom and knowledge Spirit is trying to bring to you. Mildred, hello. And Mildred says hello to everyone else. Does anyone have a personal question that you'd like me to do a reading for? If you're new, it is only during this live podcast where I offer a $55 1 month reading for a minimum of a $10 donation. You just click on the $ box below, drag the button over to a minimum of a $10 donation, and then in the chat session, provide me with your sun sign or your horoscope sign and your question and or concern, and I'll do your read. Yeah, so when I look over here to the bottom of the Energy Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor, here's Spirit confirming with the Adjacent Possibilities card, saying unexpected doorways are going to open up for the collective. Many are going to find by the end of November that they are standing at the gate of a beautiful garden, right? A new path. And there's a realization of that. So I'm getting the 29th and the 30th, the realization that something has gone full circle here. And because you're researching a new opportunity or direction, there's something you'll find you're more passionate about. So yeah, there's the realization as well that, okay, now I'm going to journey, travel, meet up, and connect here and get clear about what is on offer when it comes to a marriage, commitment, or partnership. In some cases, you will find a very caring connection. It may start out as a friend. It may start out as someone who's just kind of observing you and envying all the things you are creating for yourself, right? It's when we feel really good about ourselves that we give off that bright aura and we draw others towards us. So we have adjacent possibilities, new connections, and then the collective's heart chakra starts to open up. Then we are starting to take action to go into the direction of another or others in a very balanced way. The only ones who are going to still feel stuck here over the next month are those who are not making a decision, right? Because now's the time where we're standing at a fork in the road and Spirit's saying it's up to us to decide what we want. Do we want to be imprisoned in our current circumstances, or are we going to make a conscious decision to start a new path with the number 1 and shine like the sun? So we have a thinking woman, a thinking man. In many cases, we have some feminines here. This means an open-hearted person who's looking for romance, who may be a little bit worried about the area of finances. For others, you may be unsure about a person, place, circumstance, situation, a person, I'm getting strongly, over the next month. And Spirit's bringing in Archangel Michael saying, ground yourself and know that if it's meant to be for you, you'll know. If it's not, you'll have the strength to walk away. Just like that scythe energy we talked about earlier. Yeah, having the strength to decipher if someone is being deceptive and able to speak our truth and share who we are with others so that this doorway to value and money can open up. See? And then there's balance. Then there is a masculine holding a coin. And we talked about that in the actions position. Connecting with this masculine or someone in the area of career, finance, and things of the material, having an aha moment that, oh my gosh, my actions have led me to exactly who or what I knew I was meant to go towards now by the 4th week from now. And that sweetheart energy is opening up within me. In fact, just like I said, this woman holding a coin energy, who's abundant, stable, open-hearted, caring, loving, is now freeing themselves from an attachment whereby they were imprisoned emotionally. So we have a blossoming abundance happening and someone's heart chakra opening up. So we now have a woman holding a heart by maybe the 5th week from now if you're single, and a man holding a heart as well, contemplating, should I give birth to the situation and travel into the direction of someone that I am thinking very passionately about. Yeah, those who are tied up in not trusting others, in what happened in the past, that haven't freed themselves, prayed to Spirit for the right one or the better opportunity. Spirit saying, as you free your mind, we will guide you into the direction of a happy family. Your strategy will lead you to receive a lot of appreciation. And you will then recognize in hindsight by the 4th to the 6th week from now that you have sidestepped some form of chaos and have discovered victory in your life. Yeah. You may manifest envy from others, but Spirit's saying, you're going to feel like you have healed so beautifully in some way. Yep. Looking closely at connections with others, patiently waiting for fulfillment. And that's what Spirit's trying to bring. So, and I do see some reuniting or someone coming back to reunite with some people here. And a conversation kind of leaves you unsure or a bit shocked. In some cases, in other cases, there's coming together with someone here who's in a leadership position. And this is like closer to the 4th to the 6th week from now. And they're bringing in energies of joyfulness, a gift of fun. But definitely give something some time, because right now Spirit's saying take off that blindfold where you're focused maybe more on love and home and all that stuff, and instead keep your mind open to this fortune, this communication that's coming, right? Shocking communication. Remember, this in the subconscious position is what that tower energy is about, and Spirit clarified that with the 9 of Pentacles. So as we free ourselves from anxiety, whether it's professional, personal, groups of people, and journey instead into the direction of this message, this communication. Oh my gosh, can't make this up. There's going to be a realization in hindsight here, male or female, with the old woman energy that, wow, I now can see why I made the decisions I did in the past, why I chose some of the things or people that I chose in the past, but I have overcome energies of misfortune. And now I can rise above. I am no longer the caterpillar crawling on the ground, getting walked on, but I have gone through a very spiritual transformation, or I still am, right? With the Hierophant energy, I'm praying to Spirit about blessing me with beautiful things in the area of home, family, and business. And I'm trusting that as I meet up and move into new directions, people will envy the changes I'm making for myself. And if single, I'm going to be drawing someone towards me, and I'll know how to avoid being imprisoned again. Beautiful things in the area of money. Whatever you are creating right now, it's not going to be long before this Ace of Cups opens up, and it may be a very surprising, a very unexpected communication of abundance here. But it's going to bring back that passionate energy, that creativity, and it's going to connect you with people who are going to lead you into the direction of something much, much better. All right. So I think to close, I'm going to go back to this message, a couple messages. On the bottom of the Guardian Angel deck by Doreen Virtue, we have the 8 of Cups, which has been a popular card as well. This card says you may feel a deep longing for something more meaningful in your life, right? So feeling a little bit imprisoned here, wanting to travel, go out and do something in your heart. You know that there's more out there, right? That you need to continue working on what you're creating, your music, your artwork, waiting for you in this world. It may be time to switch careers, move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes at this time. Like we talked about, do what is right for you. And we talked about this yesterday in the live Zoom cast. It's not about doing things in order to make other people happy, right? We got to create this new magical life thinking about ourselves first. And Spirit's saying right behind that with the healer of thought, it is indeed time to clean up your life and get rid of anything that makes you feel cluttered or unsure, because Spirit's trying to give you the strength to create a win-win solution in all areas of your life. And I just saw the Ace of Abundance again, representing a new path of a new career, money situation. When it comes to, hi, April N., you're very welcome. When it comes to the overall energy that we have discussed, it comes down to this energy of contemplation, right? What am I passionate about? What does the next chapter in my life look like? What wisdom or knowledge do I need to seek out? Who am I going to meet up with when it comes to money? And how am I going to create something traditional, spiritually day to day, where I take time out to pray that this doorway to romance, this financial opportunity will open up for me? So, Spirit's really, really saying, we're going to help you if you take time to connect with us, right? So, the contemplation card is number 69. This is about moving into a path of success and bringing an end to that which is unsuccessful. Okay. And yeah, easier said than done, but the time has come. And again, if we're feeling a bit anxious regarding another or others who are walking in their ego, walking in energies of falseness, as you go on this journey of abundance, there will be a shocking realization that you should say yes to something better. So the contemplation card notes say, what is the next petal unfolding of the lotus of your being? Now's the time to find understanding and to find peace. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and to be expressed through love. All the next steps forward are going to unfold before you, just like the lotus flower. It will be revealed in perfect clarity, like we just talked about, and in perfect timing. So this oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. And I feel like that's Spirit saying together, there's a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us, you and Spirit, that overflows into all of your relationships at this time, bringing great understanding, clarity, and most importantly, peace. Okay, so peace is on its way. Search out a path whereby you can sidestep the drama of others, and in some case, where you can recognize the drama in oneself, anxious about a situation because of what you had to experience in the past. But these are new people, these are new circumstances, and the past is falling away. Spirit is saying, look a little bit closer, because we're bringing you into the direction of great fulfillment here. And it's going to show up unexpectedly and not in a way that one would expect. Eventually, you'll be standing at the gate of a beautiful garden, meeting up with people and stepping through a doorway that brings back that passionate energy and some form of wisdom about a new direction, and eventually about a new person or group of people that feels right. A path that opens up and ebbs and flows and grows in a very emotionally fulfilling way. So thank you so much for stopping by, for your likes, your shares, and your subscribes. Thank you so very much to those of you who have continued to donate to my channel to keep it up and running. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am still offering 4 1/2-hour video readings, and they are a 1 month, 3 month, 6 month, or yearly reading, and my price list will be in the box below this video. I am still offering the fall special, which is a 15-minute video reading for just $25 if you'd like to give that a try. My email, if I didn't say, is josiek42@gmail.com. Divinely Guided Messenger. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful gift with us all. Completely resonates with me. Thank you so much. Already saying yes to better things and focusing on self and blossoming the new. Stay blessed. And you too, all of you, may you find that path where you can finally say, I have achieved a wisdom of peace. Take care and God bless.